everybody. Thanks for coming out. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Wow, so many stories to tell in just a short time to tell. When I was 4, I knew I was a boy. I insisted that people call me the Fonz. For those of you that don't know who the Fonz is, I implore you to look him up. For those of you who do, it's time for your colonoscopy. When puberty hit, my body started to change. It was very confusing and devastating for me, and I didn't understand what was happening. I just assumed I was wrong. So I dated men. You know, that's what you do in high school, right? And but I knew I never wanted to be a wife or a mother. But coming from a very small rural Iowa town, that was pretty much all that was expected of me. But the first time I fell in love was when I went to college. She was on the volleyball team. Though short-lived, it felt right. When I was home for Christmas break, the Christian college I was at called my parents and outed me. It was the first time I was outed. And then they also decided to expel me for unmoral grounds. So I was out, and then I was out. And then I was out again when my parents kicked me out. So I was homeless for about a year, and realizing at that time, you know, not a lot of resources, you know, late 80s, just not a lot. I realized that like my life was pretty empty. I'd lost everything, and I wanted to get help. So I found a way to get to this Christian commune in Pennsylvania. 56 hours on the Greyhound bus, with the desperation to ask God to take away these gender and sexuality problems I thought I was having. I stayed there for 2 years to pray the gay away. My goal was to become a good woman for God. After I graduated, I moved to Michigan and started to date men and looked for someone I could become, you know, married to, and then become a mom and a wife. Went to homosexual anonymous meetings. They're real. Did prayer meetings, led worship at my church, but it didn't take. Big shocker there, right? About a year later, I decided to come out again, but this time it was on my own terms. Quickly became a stone butch lesbian. Lived as a lesbian for about 25 years. Life of dykes on bikes and too many dates to mention, married twice, and lots of art shows with pictures of vaginas. My wife, we're going through a divorce right now, but several years ago she asked me a question that blew my mind. She said, do you identify as a woman because you believe you're a woman and feel like a woman, or do you identify as a woman because people have told you you're a woman? And it blew my mind. I didn't speak to her for 3 days. Like, how dare you, like, question the journey I've been on to try to embrace this? How dare you question, you know, me getting to this point? But deep down, I knew she was right. I was 47 years old, and I decided that it was what I needed to do, is come out as a transgender man. So I came out again. Though my dad and brother disowned me, everybody else was on board. Everybody, my whole family, all my friends. It's a boy parties were thrown, hormones began. It was just really cool being myself. Shortly thereafter, once the hormones began, my body was changing, which I loved, and my desires sexually were changing as well. And I was like, whoa. And my gender therapist told me that would happen, but I didn't believe him. But all of a sudden I was like, ooh, I want men. I need men. And my wife, who identifies as a lesbian, she's like, okay, so we spoke, we opened our relationship, and it worked really well for us. Like I said, I'm currently going through a divorce, and the realization that I've recently made is that I'm actually a gay man. So I said that for the first time last month on this stage, and I'm here to say it again. I'm a proud gay man. I've finally come to a point where I just truly love myself. It's been like a full, you know, journey through from one end of the rainbow to the next. It's been a full journey of color, a journey of freedom, a journey of just being myself. Grinder, here I come, right? You know, you just have to be yourself because everybody else is already taken. My life is, I'm 53 this year. And so I know my life is more than half over, and just realizing that so many stories to tell, but just so little time. Cheers, queers. Thank you.